In 1959, deep in the frozen Ural Mountains of Russia, a group of 9 experienced hikers set out on a journey that would later become one of the most chilling mysteries in history. These were not amateurs. They were skilled, trained, and fully prepared to survive in extreme winter conditions. Their leader, Igor Dyatlov, carefully planned the expedition, and everything seemed normal when they began their trek. But what happened next would shock the world forever. The group was last seen heading toward a mountain, later known as Dyatlov Pass. Days passed, then weeks, and when they didn't return, a rescue mission was launched. What the rescuers found was not just unusual. It was deeply disturbing. Their tent was discovered first. It was partially buried in snow, abandoned, and strangely damaged. Investigators noticed something terrifying. The tent had been ripped open from the inside. This meant the hikers had cut their way out, as if something forced them to escape immediately, in panic, in the middle of the freezing night. As the search continued, footprints were found leading away from the tent. But these footprints made no sense. Some were barefoot, others were wearing only socks, in temperatures that could kill within minutes. Why would experienced hikers leave their shelter like this? Then came the bodies. The first 2 were found near a tree almost half a mile away from the camp. They were barely dressed, as if they had rushed out without time to think. Nearby, there were signs of a small fire, suggesting they had tried to survive in the deadly cold. More bodies were discovered later, scattered across the snowy landscape. Some appeared to be trying to return to the tent, but never made it. Others had severe injuries, broken ribs, fractured skulls, injuries so powerful that experts compared them to a car crash. Yet, strangely, there were no external wounds to explain such force. And then, things became even more mysterious. One of the victims was missing their tongue. Others showed signs of radiation on their clothing. The investigation only raised more questions instead of answers over the years. Many theories have tried to explain this terrifying event. Some experts believed it was an avalanche, but there was no clear evidence of one. The slope was not steep enough, and the tent was not buried the way it should have been. Others suggested a secret military experiment, perhaps involving unknown weapons or radiation. Some even believed the hikers may have encountered something they could not explain, something that drove them into panic and fear. There are also theories about infrasound, a natural phenomenon that can cause extreme fear and psychological distress. Could something invisible, something silent, have triggered their sudden escape into the freezing darkness? But despite all these theories, none of them fully explain what really happened. That night. To this day, the Dyatlov Pass Incident remains unsolved. 9 people entered the mountains, strong, prepared, and experienced. But something forced them out into the deadly cold. Something that has never been clearly identified. Their story remains a haunting mystery. A chilling reminder that, sometimes, the unknown is far more terrifying than anything we can understand. So, the question remains, what really happened on that frozen night in 1959?